You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You fucking mark!
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Yeah, cut it off. We don't need to see Vince McMahon run in the ring every time. Blow both his quads out. Imagine that. You're like 160 years old and you're still participating in wrestling as a 160-year-old, and you go and you run in the ring and you blow both your quads out. Hey, he made it through, though. He soldiered through. He did the rest of his performance on his butt cheeks, where I am right now, where most of you are right now, hopefully by 7 p.m. EST, the only time that really matters. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm Dr. Hugenstein, as you can see over here, because we're married. And, I'm a wrestling expert. We just had a whole wrestling expert panel. First ever Dr. Huge Pro Wrestling Expert panel. Many more to come. We had it back Saturday, just a couple days ago. And it was amazing. You should go watch it. Go listen to it, especially on YouTube. Most of you are watching and listening on X. That's cool. Keep doing that. But also go to YouTube and subscribe there. If you're listening on the podcast, that's now back up everywhere on SoundCloud, iTunes, for all your listening pleasures. If you want that ear deliciousness, then go over there, like that shit too, share it, tell everybody. Right, Sleaze? That's the name of the show now. Seems simple enough, right? Dr. Huge Show presents, and then most of the time I don't use that, and then it's just the Pro Wrestling Expert Panel of experts. We might have to do that. Might be a little redundant too. Might have put expert in there too many times. Well, we're like, how about Pro Wrestling Expert Panel of Geniuses? I think that could work too. What do you think, Jey Uso?
Yeet!
Yep. How about you, Jimmy Uso?
No yeet.
No, he doesn't like it. He says just go regular Pro Wrestling Expert Panel, which it is for now. But we can always extend the thing. So we can do whatever we want. Except put your dirty, muddy boots on my couch and mess them up. So what are we going to talk about tonight, right?
What do we want to talk about?
Not a what do we want to talk about. I'm not asking anybody. I'm telling you what we're talking about tonight. This is a dictatorship here. A rictatorship like The Walking Dead. So we're talking about the Wyatt 6, which is happening tonight. All the things coming tonight. All the stuff that just happened at NXT Deadline. Why is it WWE Deadline? Is it because you're on the CW now and you're like, you got like credits at the end of your shows now and shit, and that you're really hamming it up? I understand these are very small things I'm picking at. There's not a whole lot to pick at these days. But NXT Deadline would have made more sense as far as a hashtag on social medias, since that's such a big deal now. And we found that all out from Hansy this weekend. So once again, go watch that show. We found out a lot of stuff from Hansy. Shout out to you. Shout out to Scotty out here, the sleepless one. My very first troll, Sleaze. Do you remember that? The first troll. He's back. Thank you. Of course. We turned the trolls into fans of the show. That's how we do things here. Because we're not here to troll me. We're here to troll all the stuff that we like and goof on it. Not even necessarily troll it. Because I could care less about really anything they got going on as long as it's entertaining for me. And lately it's been pretty entertaining for me. So I'm not going out of my way to mess with HB Nose Hairs or Zelina Vega, who also blocked me, or Kevin Owens, who blocked me, or Sami Zayn, who blocked me, or Matt Hardy, who called me an asshole on Twitter. This is back in the old days. He would never do that now. He would know that I'm the greatest guy in the world. I'm what's best for business and all this stuff. Look at me. I have a Jimmy Snuka t-shirt. How can you hate that? Unless, you know that he might have like killed his girlfriend. I mean,
No
yeah,
heat.
no heat. So that's one thing that would suck. So don't remember that. Let's remember this in the top rope. That's what I'm going to do. Like many other crazy wrestlers that we're not supposed to talk about, like Chris Benoit. Oh, I said his name. Shit.
No heat.
Oh. There it goes. How could WWE ever trust me? Imagine they hired Dr. Huge. They have me host a whole extravaganza. They got me hosting WrestleMania, and then I come out there and I talk about Chris Benoit because I got, I'm like, I forgot my lines. And then I'm a spaz and I just like scream like, Jimmy Snuka, look at my shirt. Didn't he throw somebody off a building? And then the whole stadium and the millions watching are going to be like, oh my God, this is not PG. And then they'd lock me up with Braun Breaker's father and who else? Eddie Guerrero's wife, who's all been locked up in Twitter jails and wrestling jails for years. They'd bury me right underneath the prison with all of them. So it's probably best that I don't even get any money from WWE because I'll never end up in one of their prisons or WWE labs where they grow Dolph Zigglers and stuff. Thoughts on the killer of the CEO of thank God. I thought somebody killed the CEO of the AEW there. Sasha Banks. United Healthcare being arrested. Yeah, I don't know. I barely pay attention to those things anymore. It's there. And of course, I know about it like everybody else because it's being crammed down your throat, right? As if we didn't know what was going on with healthcare. And maybe people don't. I give people way too much credit as far as like understanding how the world works. And guess what? It's not working for you. Not for any of us. Clearly. Sitting here in a Jimmy Snuka t-shirt. So I'm no healthcare CEO. I know nothing. I know about it. I know about this killer guy, but you know me. They could have pulled any guy off the street and went, "You're it." Guess what? You're taking the fall. Or who knows? Who the fuck knows? I can't believe anything I see on TV. So you mean to tell me I switch from a channel where they're fake wrestling and fighting each other to another channel where the Avengers are literally like shooting laser beams and shitting out of space at each other. And then I turn on the news and they tell you all about this and they show you pictures and they keep showing the same pictures over and over and over. And they go, this is that, this is how this works. Does it? I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't think any of that is real, no matter what channel you're on. So how about that for a take? Sleepless. Okay, you're just gonna you want to keep coming on the screen? Well, you're the only one in the chat, so you're gonna keep coming on the screen. Did you enjoy Kofi Xavier heel turn? Of course. Go watch the podcast. Go listen to the audio versions. Once again, we're back up and running. We talked about all this ad nauseum already. I understand that's what a lot of these people out here that talk about wrestling and everything else do, but I hate that shit. I already did that. It's old news. We know. They're showing up tonight. We'll talk about that right now, though. What's happening tonight? Because this is live. Folks, Xavier, Kofi Kingston, are going to be on Raw, and they're going to explain to everybody why they're much better off being assholes, dissing Big E and Yoko Ono, his girl, Mia Yim's sister. Nobody even knows her name. Never going to learn that name. She's Yoko Ono to me. She's the Yoko Ono of the New Day. And if you're under 100 years old, you might need to look that name up. So go check Yoko Ono out online, and you may giggle. You may not. You may be like, I already know, dude. So cool. But yeah, that's happening. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a pretty good lineup so far to me. A lot of returns. The New Day being one of them. In my opinion, even though they've been around, they really haven't been around. You know what I mean? They're not that exciting, or they've been fighting for months. That kind of got stale quick. At first, it was kind of like, oh, well, there's something here. They finally did it. We're here. Let's go. Kofi Kingston looks like he's going to be like the smiley bad guy, like the American-made tag team there, where one's serious, the other one's giggling outside the ring. The New Day is going to have that. Xavier Woods, nasty face on him, mean mugging the Monday Night Raw photographer, whoever's there tonight, because he's not having any bullshit anymore. He's like, I'm not taking any more Page jokes. I'm not taking any more Burger King Crown jokes. What other jokes are there? I'm balding like Dr. Huge jokes. So there you go. There's a little extra Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods there for you, Sleepless, because I know you love them the most. Biggest fan. Been at all their Diddy parties. How about that, too? I don't even have that in the notes. Let's freestyle this one, Jay-Z. Huh? Jay-Z, you got some crazy hairdos, and now you're gonna be screwed. Huh. It's old school style right there for you. Throw a huh at the end. Just let everybody know you're done. So I got bars for days, for eons. And take that, Jay-Z. If you don't know what's going on with Jay-Z, then you don't own a smartphone, apparently. So everybody knows. Don't even need to say. He's Diddy style. He's probably baby oiling. I've seen hey, CSW went in, right? I tried to tell everybody. I told everybody everything about all this stuff. And guess what? I didn't have to be at the parties. I didn't have to be inside the industry. All I had to do is listen. Listen to all these people that told you exactly what was happening. And then I relayed the message as if I was a genius. And some people are like, wow, how do you know all this? It's because it's been out there for years. We know, bro. Just about anybody that's anybody in Hollywood, the music business, what have you. You're on TV on a frequent basis. You got to question it. How is Snoop Dogg still a thing if he's not like eating babies? How? Right? When you start thinking with like this stuff is actually real, then it's not really hard to see so much anymore. But a lot of people, they just can't grasp the fact that like people that they subconsciously even maybe really, really like, that they don't even know because they've seen them on TV a million times or had their records or whatever, are eating babies. It breaks them. They're just like, don't want to hear it. So what's up? They are all eating babies. Exactly, Jeffrey Cross. So you know. Some of us know. Uh-oh. I almost blocked you. Got to be real precise. See? What's up? They're all eating babies. See? It's a fact now. We just said it. That's how it works these days, right? We just say things and they become facts. Oh, maybe. I'm going to keep trying. right? Speak it into existence. Well, not the baby eating thing, but all this good getting subscriber stuff and likes, because I got to feed my kids somehow, and they only want to eat likes. It's their favorite food. And every day they're like, Dad, I need likes. And I'm like, well, ask the huge inverse. They're out here still, but they're not liking so much. They're not subscribing so much. The subscribes are like their water. What am I going to do for them? They're all going to starve to death soon. The amount of likes they're eating. I'm saving them all for myself, really, but don't tell them. What else is happening on Raw tonight? We got the Wyatt 6. Get it? The sick in the head. That kind of 6. And also, because Bray Wyatt is a part of the group, right? So, there you go. And they're going up against the Final Testicle. My joke, not New Days. Stole it from me on X once again, like they always do. Final Testicle since day one was Ish. Okay? That was me. At Karrion Kross. At Vince McMahon still. I don't care. At them all. Tell them. And what is this? Oh, an 8-man. So they're not involving the ladies. We're going to have just a manly match with the ladies chasing each other on the outside, which it just tells me then the psychic tarot lady that's married to Cross, she must be the shits.
It's the shits.
When it comes to actually grappling. And of course, she's not like the real grappler one in the family, in the Cross family. She's the oracle, the one that talks to probably demons. Let's face it, interdimensional demons. That's who she's talking to boost up and grow the final testicle. And she's shit in the ring.
It's the shits.
It must be that, right? Or they just don't want to break her pretty face. That too. Don't kill me, Karrion Kross. And obviously, to me anyway, feels like the final testicle is just total done for tonight. Maybe not forever, ever. But as far as this feud goes, I guess it's going to, maybe they'll amp it up to like something during a pay-per-view soon. The Miz is involved, so it kind of boosts it a little bit. They've only really been giving it backstage airtime, short matches here and there. I don't really know how good this is going to be. It's more of like an internet thing, it seems like, this Wyatt 6 testicle business. We'll see what comes of it. They're all fighting tonight. McIntyre's back tonight. Did you hear about this? He came in, kicked Sami Zayn. That must have been last week, right? Since everybody knows he's back. I remember seeing online people like, hey, this was terrible, the way he came back, or the way something happened. And I don't see anything wrong. If you did, tell me all about it later, because I'll be watching Raw and I'll be online as well, as usual. So hit me up at DR Huge Show. So we got that to look forward to. I guess he's going to call out Sami Zayn, the guy kicked in the face. Sami Zayn needs something to do. Jimmy Uso broke his foot, it looked like to me. I mean, I am a doctor. It looked like one of his foot just came down all crazy and literally like almost snapped in half. It was gross. Like on the plantar fasciitis part of the foot. That part. And I'm sure you think you know the right name to that. That was the right name. That's how you say it. Because why would I have the doctor label if I didn't know what plantar fasciitis was? Zelina Vega is taking on, who blocked me, by the way, is taking on Lyra Valkyrie, and she's also taking on Ivy Nile. This is one of those triple threat matches. This is for something. It's probably for the IC or, they got so many more titles coming out. Everybody's got titles. They were talking about, I forget, recently I was watching probably the NXT show, and they were talking about giving titles to people on the outside, and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, I've been talking about this all week. They're literally giving it civilians titles. Have no business calling themselves warriors because they're in a pro wrestling ring. But they all have titles. Yeah. Eventually, I'm just going to have to start buying titles too. And I'll buy more than everybody else. And guess who will be the ultimate champion then? Me. True story. It's going to happen. If you guys keep it up. I'm talking to AEW, WWE, TNA. All you guys with your replica belts. I'm not talking about those. Of course, everybody's going to have those. Everybody. But WWE, everybody there shouldn't have a belt. Everybody at AEW definitely shouldn't have a belt. There's way too many of them. Too many straps and titles. Trios, ROHs, TBSs, TNTs, HBOs, Cinemax titles. Your titles coming for every channel. It's like what do you got? A bunch of like 12-year-olds custom making titles on WWE 2K, and Tony Khan's just back there like, yep, that one and that one and that one. I'll take one of those. I can put it on this guy. And then he takes the belt off him, right? And he dumps him in a pond right on their neck. Drags him out of the back of a pickup, just tosses him out there, middle of the ocean. I think that's where Ray Phoenix is right now, right? That might be where Ricky Starks is. He's out there in the middle of the ocean, broken limbs. Again, you got a doctor sitting right here, Tony Khan. You don't have to have Ray Phoenix go out there. And what did he tweet? I needed a doctor. You ignored me for 4 months. I'm sitting right here, bro. Tony Khan, once again, call Dr. Huge. Doctor of Hugeonomics. I would have fixed him up. I had him doing flips again so I could get repeat business. Because he's coming back doing all them flips over there. So that's a hot take. He's also said on the Twitters before that tweet, that incendiary flamethrower he just took to Tony Khan there, because you know how everybody runs with everything these days. And this is a good one to run with. I mean, this is almost like a storyline build up to this, because there have been rumors of him, Penta, being frustrated and whatnot, and possibly going to WWE. I don't know too much about it because I don't really care. I don't care about a lot of this like dirt sheet stuff, but the actual tweeting back and forth always interests the Doctor of Hugeonomics. Always. Just keep it up. I like fighting online. Keep fighting with each other. AEW marks, WWE marks. I don't know if you've noticed by now, the WWE marks won. And they won a long time ago. But it's just been like a mud hole stomping now for years. And I'd like to say, I tried to tell you guys, it's all right to get all excited about a new brand. It's all great. You want them to do well. So don't I. I want to be entertained too. Right? I don't want all this. Watch 10 hours of nonsense pro wrestling every week and actually have it be the shits. But I told you. Not like everybody else has been trying to tell you as well, but I mean, look at the state that it's in compared to WWE. All WWE needed to do is get Vince out of the way. He was just in the way. What's up, Vince? Dapping up people. But that's all they needed to do. What do we got to do over at AEW, you think? Is there somebody we have to get out of the way? So that's why people are always going at this man, Tony Khan. I could care less. I know he's rich, big deal. I'm not jelly of anybody. I got all this. I have all this. All right. I don't need no Tony Khan stuff. That leads me into this other story, which is hilarious to me because it's a story that seems like it was bought by the person that the story's about. So, Bubba Ray Dudley believes he's the most honest voice in pro wrestling. And I just read this headline and I'm like, how much did you pay them to write this article about you? Because it's your word. You're talking about yourself. It would be like me going, I'm the most honest person in pro wrestling. Because guess what? I'm in your world now. I'm in pro wrestling. Again, specifically right now and years ago. But I was always here. Okay? I'm in your life now, pro wrestling. Just so you know. So I could easily say the same thing. How about I'm the most honest man in pro wrestling? Because none of these motherfuckers are paying me. Tony Khan is burning money, right? Instead of giving it to, I'm not going to say it. You already know. But Bubba Ray, really? You're the most honest? You can't be. You must have some guys and girls that you like that are over with you in your camp, whether it be with your radio show or your experiences on TNA and NXT and everything else. So can you really be honest? Honest is different than biased, I guess. I'm speaking more on bias. But still, that's being honest as well. Because bias means now, can you really be honest about certain people out there in wrestling that you can't talk good or bad? I'm clowning everybody. Fuck everybody. That's the type of shit I'm on. But is he so can somebody write an article about me? Danny Damage, please. That's one article. Write that about me. I'm the most honest man in wrestling, and then we'll push that. Thank you. It's really happening. I'm doing that. I'm at least going to try to get it to make it happen. I'll have to call a few more bloggers. We're going to tell everybody again. Most honest man. No sponsors. Manscaped tells me nothing. They can't tell me shit. Blue Chew, they can go blow. Go kick rocks. You can't tell me nothing either. Nobody can tell me nothing. Vince McMahon could come out of his grave trying to tell me something, and you know what I would do? I'd play this for him. Take that, Vince. So, there's that story. How was that a story? Planted stories, I'm telling you. There's many of them. I never even finished this whole Vega Lyra Ivy Nile thing. We just got off that immediately because we know Lyra's winning this, right? She must be. Because if Zelina Vega wins again, just to come up short, get it, because she's like 2 feet tall, then, we don't need, so we already seen this. We've been seeing this, guys. So, don't forget to like, share, put this out there. Let's get some more people in the chat. Wake you guys the fuck up over here. Holy shit, I wasn't even going to do this tonight. And maybe I won't anymore on Mondays. How about that? You can take your Monday Night Raw, turn that sumbitch sideways, shine it up real nice, and then have a nice night. Do I have any rocks in here?
Trailer park trash.
That's right. You don't want to be that. Hit those buttons. What else do I even have to talk about here? We can talk about Brian Danielman. He's been out here in the news again. Like, is he coming back? Is he not? And then Daniel Bryanson said it's 50-50. Who knows, guys? And, when I hear 50-50 or read this, it means to me that he's coming back. if there's any chance he's coming, if you come back from a neck injury that supposedly almost like killed you and paralyzed you and whatever, then you're probably coming back. Definitely, he's going to have some final matches. You know how these old-timer wrestlers are. Just John Cena's doing a whole year's worth of a world tour next year. Like, wow. So, doesn't matter. If you've been in the business like these guys that long, he's coming back. So, yeet to that.
Yeet! No yeet. Yeet! No yeet.
No, it's yeet.
Yeet!
Thank you. Yep. What else is happening tonight? Well, the main event. Well, there's a bunch of other stuff probably going to happen here and there. These are the main parts of the show. Rhea Ripley taking on Raquel Rodriguez. It feels like this is the first time. I'm sure it's not. I bet they wrestled and she was like Gonzalez last time they wrestled. Or, there's some major. They've been around for a while now, both of them. That's something to look forward to. I doubt there will be an actual winner to this match because a lot of these Monday night, main event matches with two big stars like this for the women, division. Liv's going to get involved, Judgment Day. It has to happen. I'm sure it's going to happen. So that's something to look forward to. And what else we got here? No Barry Dangleman. We already talked about him. Yep. Brian Tomlinson. Same guy. Brian Danielman. Whatever his name was. Yeah. We went over him. One thing I forgot to talk about was one of my favorite things on AEW in the Saturday panel show. I was asking pinpoint some things that you like about AEW. And I totally forgot to mention, what's his name? Daniel Garcia, another Daniel. The Daniel Garcia dancing bit. Come on, guys. That thing's good. He does it in the middle of matches while it works. It's stupid looking. So good job. Keep dancing stupid, Daniel. You're over. One of the things I like. I heard about this. Here's a random story. Windy City Pro returns. It's a pro wrestling promotion in Chicago, hence the Windy City. And it just reminded me of Windy City Heat. I don't know if you've never heard of that. Go look that. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. And you can believe that the man Perry wasn't necessarily involved with everything the way they made it seem. Hilarious movie, Windy City Heat. And they have to incorporate that into something with their promotion, right? Get it? Windy City Heat with pro wrestling. Makes all the sense in the world. Another Dabbleverse guy as well. I guess he's Dabbleverse. That Perry guy from Windy City Heat. He does a podcast and he's nuts. He's a little too nuts for my taste. I like my nutty people on podcasts being a bit toned down, but still crazy as hell. He's just way too crazy. I mean, he's doing fine for himself, I guess, but I can't watch more than a minute of it. So shout out to you. And what else we got here? This might be a short show, folks. All these notes here I got. It's only so many times I can talk about the CEO killer there. Still out. Well, he's not still out there anymore. He has been captured. And everybody wants to know why and this and that. And I'm over here just trying to get ready for Monday Night Raw. Just trying my damnedest. One thing I'm really looking forward to, Saturday night main event. Jesse Ventura going to be on there. My goodness, Jesse, you're looking awful. You're looking awfully old, bro. like really old. So it shocked me when how old he looked, because I know he's good on the mic, and they must be having him do this. He must be able to speak and stuff, but I'm sure they'll clean them all up and everything. He says that he's allowed to say whatever, but I'm sure he's not allowed to say whatever. Imagine if he was like allowed to say whatever and was like out of his mind. that would be something. They should allow that, actually. That'd be a good idea. You know, we're going to be on Peacock, right? It's a payment subscription deal. Let's bring out the greased up boobies and old people cussing. I'm all for it. If you don't want your kids to watch it, guess what? They don't get to watch it. Go eat vegetables, say your prayers, you know, and go sleep with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife. I think that's how that went. So Bubba Ray believes he's the most honest. Okay. I just keep looking down and I see that and I'm like, I'm gonna cross this out. No. Nope. You are not the most honest. You're not the best in the world. You're not this. You're not that. Where's my best in the world? I am Bubba Ray. I'm coming for you, Bubba Ray.
The best in the world.
Tell him. I don't see this anymore. But I'm never going to bring it up ever again. Back to Saturday night main event. It's going to be totally retro. No bells and whistles. Well, more whistles probably. We did have music in the 80s. That did exist, kids. So they'll play music through speakers. Could you imagine that speakers were around in the 80s? They were. And no smoke. Well, maybe some smoke. We had smoke back then. No lights and stuff. No crazy lights anyway. No Batista doing that. Let's do a Batista. That's not my Batista. Where's my Batista? There it is. I'm doing the Batista for the radio audience. Doing the split. I'm doing a split right now, guys. I'm holding it. Damn, this is a long clip. Hold on. I'm going to keep the split going. Yeah. Woo, we did it. There will be none of that at Saturday night main event. Just so you know, with the sparklers and the fireworks, I'm all out of breath. That was a workout. I was doing a Rob Van Dam split while I was doing my Batista thing. You know, that's what Batista used to do. And the clip was extra long. It must have been slowed down somehow in the process. So, yeah, I'll have to not do it so long again or I'm going to have a heart attack. Anyway, fuck. Hey, did you hear the McRib is back? It's probably why I'm so winded, right? Get it?
He's fat.
Yep. Well, somebody should go and tell Kevin Owens about it too. You know why?
He's fat.
Yep. But you know, all he would do is look at you and give you that look like, and then he'd stun you and eat another McRib because he already knows, bro.
He's fat.
So fuck out of here. I know it was my suggestion, but you know, would you jump off a bridge if I told you to? Probably. So go jump off a bridge. I'm kidding. For all you crazy people out there. I kid. Sometimes. So yeah, the McRib's back. They need to bring back the Arch Deluxe. Fuck the McRib. You probably don't even know shit about the Arch Deluxe. The Arch Deluxe is the GOAT of cheeseburgers. Google it. 1990s. I want to say 96, like specifically 95, maybe. Michael Jordan. This is a Michael Jordan cheeseburger. Best burger ever. Made by real chef. I disappeared. My mic was off for a moment, but we're back. What was I talking about? Oh, that's right. The Arch Deluxe.
He's fat!
Dreaming about it. I don't want this weird McRib meat put in that weird paste. And then the bread. And then they just take like bread that they throw on the floor and pick up. That's how they cook it. They cook it with the friction of throwing it on the floor and picking it back up really fast. And then they put the, human meat dipped in corn syrup. And then they put in between, throw some, half chewed pickles on there. And they give it to Kevin Owens.
He's fat!
Yep. More true stories. So, yeah. Don't forget to share this, everybody. I got to keep reminding everybody. I'm not liking this low viewership before Monday Night Raw. This is one of the biggest, nights ever in wrestling. Like, every Monday. But everybody's lazy on Mondays. I get it. Like I said, I didn't even really want to do this show. And why is the camera so goddamn fuzzy right now? What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get those likes, huh? We're doing it. Let's show this. Look, I wrote an album. If you like weird electronic music, go check it out. It's all over the place. You can even follow me on Spotify for free. Isn't that wild? Look at this. That little QR code gets me more of this. Facts, bro. So I only drink the finest Undertaker wines and the finest and the best Ultimate Warrior wines. Can you hear me? I'm coming through my board still. I'm coming through here still. But it cut me off and now I'm worried even though everything looks correct. But I know I'm talking to the podcast audience at least, so I'm recording this. Get recording. And buy me some Undertaker wines. I only drink the best. Ladies. Talking to you. This is Kevin Owens. We talked about him, Karen Owens. What he's morphed into lately. Taking on Cody at Saturday Night Main Event. The old school show. We can talk some about Deadline right now. That's what we can do. Let's move over to that.
What do we want to talk about?
That's what we want to talk about. I'm not going to give you any Meltzer ratings, though. Not tonight. That's not what we do with NXT. We Meltzer rate AEW. Stuff like that. So put your tongue back in your mouth tonight, Dave. We don't need you. We'll see you in a few days after I verify and analyze and journalize Dynamite. Because I ain't watching no Rampage. I'm not watching Collision. Sorry, Thunder Rosa. Shout out to Thunder Rosa. Do they even put her on there? I'm not even sure. I heard she was all upset about that. Kind of like she had said somewhere, maybe she wrote it online. I don't know. But she's sick of people asking her if she's in AEW anymore. She's like, I am. And I'm on Collision. It's on Saturday night. Go watch it. Like, what the hell do you want from me? And buy me some tacos. Okay?
Yeet!
That's right. Buy me some tacos, too. Or in Undertaker wine. Ultimate Warrior wine.
Yeet!
So, is she another... let's just call her. She's a captive at AEW now. Get her on WWE. But I think they got too many Latinas over there at this point. They're all Latinaed out. And that's the first match we're going to talk about here in NXT Deadline. God, I am so good at switching over from topic to topic. It's seamless, right? Best in the world. Here, let me play it best in the world while I fix this camera. Listen to this. This is what I am.
The best in the world.
There, a little clearer. A little bit better for the viewing audience. So Lola versus Jada happened. They had their Raw Underground match. And that best in the world also fits because, you know, Money Mac and the dancers, that's where Raw Underground started. Omos is the doorman. Remember this?
I love black guys.
Calm down, Ambrose. We know you do. Every time we bring up a really large black gentleman, Dean Ambrose,
I love black guys.
starts trying to throw his underwear in the ring and everything. Calm down, Dean. Where's my Dean? Where are you, Dean? Looking rough since joining AEW. But shout out to you and the whole Ambrose / Moxley family. Yep. Lola and Jada. You had to know what was going to occur. Even if you were 5 years old, the good guy was going to win this. And we all know the good guy is Lola. Certainly isn't Jada. Everybody loves Jada and thinks Jada's the best because she's got the biggest butt in the world, but she's not the best. She got beat up in Lola's world, the world of MMA Raw Underground. And it was what it was. Comes out there in her gi, Lola. Jada comes out in her stripper fight gear, street fight and stripper gear. And they went at it, bro. Think they were trying to hit each other with bricks again, all these things. Yep. Oh, Coach, she was at the pre-ticket sale conference today for AEW. That you must be talking about Thunder Rosa. Fan favorite at Dr. Huge. Of course, has come on before. Will come on again, I'm sure. I'll give you tacos if that's what it takes. Remember the South Park episode with J-Lo and the tacos? I'm going to do one with you, Thunder Rosa. Because I know you love them tacos. All right. I'm looking around my scenes. Do I have any other? Look at this one. Here's Ambrose again. Skewers in the head. Because that is where the best wrestler or some shit, right? That's like the slogan. Something like that. Anyway, Lola wins. Everybody knew she was going to win. She's the best in the world at what she does in that Raw Underground ring. And then the men's Iron Survivor Challenge match happened. And the fifth man ended up being Obafemi, who also won the match.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
Oh, whoa. I wasn't looking for you, Norm. I'll use you later.
I love black guys.
Oh, there he is. I knew you. As soon as you heard Obafemi, he started coming around the corner. Calm down, Dean. Getting this guy riled up. So let's not talk about that too long. It was a great match, though. 5-star Meltzer, even though we don't use a Meltzer rating tonight. Let's give this one at least. Enjoyed watching the match. I don't care if they messed anything up or whatever happened. It was good. 5-star Meltzer. Tell everybody. The whole spot with Oba in the penalty box and Page there, Ethan Page, screwed him over to get him in the penalty box. Then he got pinned, had to go in the penalty box, and he was all like, no, no, no. Great spot. Spot here, spot there. Their spot. Yeah. So that happened. Frazier and Axiom went on against Born in Heights. You know, the no quarter catch crew. So they won. Frazier and Axiom still pulled it out. And Frazier was all busted up, broken nose. In IRL, folks, broken nose, bleeding all over. And he still ended up winning the tag championships back with his bro. They're really pushing those guys as like the best tag team in all of wrestling. And it's kind of shocking. I think they're both good. Maybe they just needed spots for them, but I'm not feeling them like together, like as far as like a team. It's just they still feel thrown together to me. So I'm kind of surprised that they're doing as well as they are. I did not see this coming at all. Every time they have a championship match, I think they're gonna lose. I'm like, this is over, right? We're done with this, right? Nope. They're going with this until the wheels fall off. And maybe, well, there is a lot of other tag teams in the division. But man, maybe they were all just super green or something. That could be another reason. You never know. We got Trick Willie, who won versus Ridge Holland. It was a match. You know, what can I say about a lot of these things? It was a wrestling match. It was cool, bro. Trick Willie needed the title to stay on him. I'm glad it did. Giving it to Ridge, just no, this ain't the time. It's a main brand at the moment. They don't need to do that. It's a TV brand is what I mean, you know. And to give that to Ridge Holland would be a little excessive. And then what else happened? The women's Iron Survivor Challenge happened, and Julia won that. Another buzzer beater. These things are all timed. I'm sure you know all about it. You know more than me, probably. Great match. I would still say the men's is a little better, but this was damn good too. Sol Ruca kicked ass, looked amazing. All the rest. What's her name? Zarya looked tough, looked strong. Ren looked great. She's out there. They're going to be using her more, it seems like, but she did get pinned a shitload. She was in the penalty box like the whole time. Good for the story, though. Don't mind it. And Stephanie Vacker, is that what we call Vacker? I mean, she's dope. And they're looking to put her up against Julia. They kept setting that up, you know, little face-offs in the middle of the ring. Nothing really came of it. But they will be fighting soon, I'm sure, because Julia must be going to this New Year's Evil, I think they call it. And she'll take the strap off of Roxanne, because we're tired of it, Roxanne. Tired of you with that title. You've held it for a long time now. We get it. You're really good. Now let's pass it around to the other chicks back there. Yeah, so that really does it. The biggest news of the night is the McRib. And don't tell Kevin Owens, like I said. Just don't interact with him. He'll block you. He'll smash your McRib or steal it from you. So just don't even deal with him if you see him out on the streets. Michael Cole came damn close to getting eaten on SmackDown when he went out to do an interview in the car with Kevin Owens instead of doing it inside where it's nice and warm. Kevin Owens, if there weren't all them cameras around, Kevin Owens was going to eat you, bro. Yeah. Just like Kevin Sullivan told me. Wrestlers tend to do that, apparently. He was like, did you know Samoans ate people? True story. R.I.P. Kevin Sullivan, by the way. But he was hilarious. I don't know if he was goofing around, but he was like always kind of goofing around. And he said, did you know they ate people? And it was only like 100 years ago. I was like, wow. They did. And he's like, yep. So the Usos will eat you. Roman Reigns will eat you. Solo and the New Bloodline. Jacob Fatu obviously will eat you. And then go, tasty. So don't fuck with them either. And same goes for Kevin Owens. Because, you know.
He's fat!
Get it? All right. I think let's end on that note. And I'll check you tomorrow. Maybe I'll be back with an NXT pre-show. Maybe I'll have Danny Damage on. So maybe a lot of things. Stick around, subscribe, and follow all over the world. Again, buy my album. Buy me the finest Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior wines in the QR code. And that's it. And I'll talk to you guys on X in just about 10 minutes. All right? Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Titillate the juices.
You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock. Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You fucking mark!
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.